Drama alert! Drama alert! Welcome back, boys, to Mogul Mail. How's everybody doing? It's your favorite drama channel in the world. And we have some juicy stuff today between two YouTubers, Dark Viper AU and Moist Critical. Actually, friend of mine. So, I'm personally vested in this, understand that going in. And my only experience with Dark Viper is that he made a video about how much money I made on the subathon. It was wildly inaccurate, and he deleted it before I think I even saw it. And that's pretty much it. But what happened for this is Dark Viper AU posted a script for a potential video about how React streamers, Reactors, are grifters. They are the bourgeoisie. They are stealing from the poor and keeping it to fatten themselves up. That's basically the gist of it. He posted the entire thing, and in response to that, Charlie, Moist Critical, made a video. Really, actually, mostly talked about Dark Viper making a really weird analogy. It's worth mentioning. It's not going to be the focus of this video, but let's be real. One bad analogy, throw the whole video away. It's just how it works, okay? Hacks Money can tell you that personally, you need to have good analogies. He made the analogy that said, if you meet a reactor at a party, I suggest covering your glass or outright tell them you don't want them to fuck you because they seem keen to take a person's silence for consent. Which is a weird analogy. I'll keep it a stack. That's a weird analogy. Now, if you were talking about smashers, maybe you have some ground to work with. We're getting better, okay? All right, where we kicked out the bad ones. Anyway, that's one piece of a 14-page script. And I'm not going to go through the script, but I did read and I did watch Charlie's video, and then I watched Dark Viper's response, and then Charlie made another response. The gist of it, from my understanding, is Dark Viper thinks that React streamers are a stain on the earth, that the creator economy would be better if all reacting went away. Reacting is incredibly lazy. It's super easy to do, and all it does, it takes impressions away from other channels. And he actually made what I think is a good analogy, that React streamers are like someone who takes $1 from every video they watch, and they're just collecting their dollars, like $1, nothing crazy. And then occasionally they'll find like a channel they react to and be like, here's $100. And that channel will blow up, the same way that Charlie's channel originally blew up when Ray William Johnson reacted to it. Many channels in the past have blown up from someone reacting to it. And I thought that was a pretty poignant example about some of the problems with reacting, because there is problems with it. It is lazy, and it is, how Dark Viper put it, most of the times, creators, live streamers really, trying to extend how long they can stay live. Like, for example, take me. All this shit behind me, you might have noticed, is for an Amazon unboxing. And I got a lot of random stuff that I bought. And this is all, I guess, original content. I went out, I asked my chat to link me things, I bought them, and I'm going to open them. And that's the entertainment. Whether you agree with it or not, it's original and it's my own creation. This will take me a couple hours, and it took weeks, months even, to set up. But after I'm done the 2-hour stream, it's like, damn, I only streamed 2 hours. I could just react to what I think is the best YouTube video I've seen this year. Line goes up, the problem with NFTs. It is the same length as my live stream opening that stuff will be, and I'll probably hold the same amount of viewers because I'm watching what is a really well done production, adding whatever jokes, quips I want with people who like watching me. And oftentimes viewers go up during react portions. All right. You've probably seen it. If you ever watch a live streamer, they usually start with reacting because it builds up viewers, and then maybe they pivot to gaming or whatever it is. I know that's how XQC's model works, and a lot of people have modeled themselves after what he does. And I think there's a lot of good points on how that's a bad thing. But what do you do about it? And I don't really think Dark Viper even mentioned this. In the entire 14-page essay, most of it was spent on why it's bad and how it takes impressions away. And there are faults with these points, mind you. His huge point is that there are impressions, and when a reactor gets impressions, like if you get 1 million impressions, it's taking it away from other people who'd get them. Maybe not the original video creator, right? If I react to someone making a 3D Spider-Man model with a 3D pen, not all the impressions I got will go to that guy, but they'll go to someone who's making original content, and that should be rewarded, which I think is faulty. You can probably understand it just personally. You might only watch live streams if I'm live. I only watch live streamers if my friends are live. And if they're not live, it doesn't mean my impression goes to another streamer or my view goes to another streamer. I just don't watch streams. And I think the same thing applies to YouTube channels and in all the sorts. There's a misunderstanding. He is implying that there's a finite amount of impressions, and if you removed all the React streamers, the impressions would stay the same, not that the site would get smaller, which I think is the reality of the situation. For example, when Shroud and Ninja left Twitch, their viewers didn't just migrate to another person. A lot of them maybe switched over to Mixer or just didn't watch streams. And so you're losing an audience. And maybe he's okay with that. Maybe he's okay if everybody leaves and goes rock climbing or plays baseball, I think was his example. But you are making the creator space smaller as a whole, right? And you'd be making it smaller if you moved reactors and if you moved compilations, which are kind of the same thing, right? Compilations like Daily Dose of Internet or Unusual Memes are people who take collections of videos and then pool them together into their content. But none of their content is theirs, except for like the sunsets that Daily Dose throws in that are quite nice. Great sunsets, by the way. But let's get to actually reacting. What do you do about it? Okay, reacting's lazy. Sure. Sometimes reactors fuck over creators. Absolutely. Reactors are oftentimes able to make themselves the mecca of content for people because not only are they able to create original content, but they can react to anything. So viewers have a one-stop shop. Yeah. And I think these are good points, but the onus is on the platform. And YouTube already solved this. I am a live streamer on YouTube. And when I react to things, even when I use music, I get a copyright claim. And that copyright claim gives the revenue that I made from that live stream or sometimes from my videos. This video can't be monetized. I uploaded it yesterday to the TikTok Don't Laugh Challenge, and I watched Unusual Memes and uploaded it. It's a 9-minute video. The 5-second clip right here, Rock smashes truck. Chat, do you think it goes well or goes bad? It goes bad. Oh, now in chat. By the way, so additive. Like, can you get more additive? This guy's fun. This guy's great. What a hilarious quip. I got that entire video demonetized, and now the creator of that, which is owned by Junkin Media, which is a whole nother problem, will now get all of the profits. And this happens all the time on my live streams. Genuinely, every single live stream I do is copyright claimed. Here's the proof. The red means it can't be monetized because it was claimed by someone else. People who I react to get the money that they deserve for their videos because they use YouTube's Content ID system to claim anyone who watches their videos. Is the problem that Twitch streamers aren't doing enough to credit creators? Or is the problem that the platform takes zero responsibility for stolen work? In my mind, it's the platform. Creators are just like businesses. They try to do things skinny. They do things dirty. They don't follow the rules. They break rules. And in business, we like prop that up. We're like, wow, it's amazing, Amazon. How did you do it? And Jeff Bezos is like, wow, I fucked a lot of people over and I scammed. My point is that people are going to do whatever they can in a multi-million-dollar pool of people trying to create content to rise to the top. And if the people at the top are doing this, clearly that's part of why they're there. Not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that's a fact. Reacting factually gets you higher average viewers, and if you're not doing it, you're going to be below the curve. I think that's a fact. And I don't think it should be on creators to try to be morally righteous while they're competing against people who are doing it, while they're just going to fail. I think it's on the platform to actually put in place these content ID systems like YouTube has. And this problem is not with YouTube live streamers because it literally can't be. And here's the thing. Everybody, this is a Tom Scott quote, is going to draw the line right below what they do. Taking a React video, which is just taking someone's hours or weeks of work and then profiting off of it, is bad. But Dark Viper, for his outros, just uses...
Be sure to like and subscribe. Also leave a comment if you
Kingdom
have
Hearts
something
music
on your mind. My feed gives them to me from all over my channel.
Which is like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I like music all the time. But clearly he's using that song because it's probably not going to be copyright claimed, because video game music often doesn't get copyright claimed because of the entire Chugga Conroy, we're allowed to play video games thing that happened a decade ago. That's why I use video game music. It's just as illegal as using Ariana Grande's new song, but they don't claim it. But that's okay. Even though that took probably weeks, maybe even months of work for the studio to create, it's okay to take that. What's not okay is to take from creators. I don't care. I don't care about being an arbiter of justice. Honestly, I think a lot of Dark Viper's goal, because he said in his response video that he doesn't gain from this, that he's making enemies. I don't think that's accurate. There are specifically 4 people who are named directly: Hassan, Pokey, Moist Critical, and XQC. And I don't think that was an accident. I don't think these 4 examples, the 4 largest Twitch streamers, or 4 of them, was only to drive a point home. I think it's to create a little controversy, get a little attention around the videos. And I'm pretty sure his video trending in being one of his most viewed videos in the first day and in the past month is proof of that. But again, I don't care about that. That's not the point. Let's talk about actual reactors. You know, what do we do from here? If the platform won't make a change, what can creators do? Well, I think, and I might start doing this myself. Again, YouTube content IDs me anyway, and honestly, I'm a fucking terrible reactor outside of TikTok, so I don't do it that often, is actually reaching out to get credit beforehand. That's what Daily Dose does, and that's what a lot of other compilers do, is they reach out. They just say, yo, can I watch your shit? And people will be like, yeah, or people will be like, no. But simply getting permission before you react to something is probably a better work practice than just watching it and fucking around and finding out if they get annoyed, you know? I think I've often operated from a motto of do first and ask for forgiveness later, right? And I think that gets you pretty far in life, but it can also be really selfish and a little fucked up. So I think if I'm going to react to something from now on, I'll probably just try to get permission. I don't think I'll do it completely. Like I'll probably just ask unusual memes if it's okay to react, but I'm not going to ask the 100 individual TikTok creators because that's just not feasible. I already have permission from a lot of people to react to their stuff like Summoning Salt or Kurzgesagt, and that's really the only longer form videos that I like to react to. But I think that's a good mode of going through this pretty vague situation of reacting because there's the legality of it, which, you know, H3H3 won his court case. Maybe I'd lose mine against the TikTokers whose videos I'm looking at. But then there's also the morality and the ethics of it. So I think that's the best course of action for now. I also have my platform who does content ID everything. So end of the day, anything I react to, people get their bread for as long as they're using the tools that YouTube provides. And I think it's on Twitch and any other platform like TikTok, which constantly steals shit, to also have those same things in place. And I think there's going to be a lot of shit that comes of that too. I don't think it's like a beautiful solution. Everybody knows that Content ID fucks up a lot. I think there was $3 billion in stolen revenue in a single year because of Content ID. But that's what you got to do so that the other 100 billion or whatever can be given to the rightful holders. And in turn with this, it'll give a lot of power to companies, but it'll also give power to individual creators. Anyway, I don't know. I think I rambled at the end there, but that's pretty much my thoughts on it, on reacting on that whole shit, on that whole debacle. It's pretty obvious that Dark Viper's entire essay here wasn't terrible, but having this much, like a weird analogy, which, you know, was fucking weird, or just misinformation, like each of these creators earn on average $20 million a year. This is just like there are two creators who earn $20 million a year, and their names are Ninja and Shroud. And that's it. This is dumb. And he made in his response video, he was like, it doesn't matter if it's 20 million or 10 million or 5 million, they're still rich. Which, sure, then just write that. Write they're rich. Don't try to write a number. It makes all the other points kind of harder to get behind when you just have super wrong information. Another wrong thing is he put, second, the reactor Atrioc seems to have grown tired of the effort required to find the best videos to steal, so he promoted a dedicated website for people to put and upvote other people's hard-made videos. He doesn't use this. A viewer made this, and and I think it was like a novel thing that a viewer made, and he was like, oh, check it out, guys, and doesn't use it in any way, shape, or form, but sure, go off. And then he even made a little aside about my secret YouTube channel to prove it's not luck, and mentioned that this highlights how bad things have gotten because I used a reactor to get views. Why are you mad at the Grussel? Why are you mad at the hustle? I got the video in front of a lot of strangers' eyes, and it worked out. It's strange for a millionaire to tell others the best way to live is to give his millionaire friend money. Yeah, I mean, it was more of a proof of concept than a step-by-step tutorial, and I think everyone who donated Bizkit $50 is a bit fucking dumb. And I said it in the video not to do that, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later. Goodbye now.